Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jasmine and you're watching Jazz'n It Up. And today's video I have for you guys is a 10-minute look, especially if you guys are going back to school. This is geared towards you guys. I know some of my days in high school I was rushing to get out the door and this was the only look that I could come up with. I would just do foundation, the blush, the highlight, and make sure my brows are done and just throw on some mascara and a lip gloss. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm showing you guys some of my favorite long-lasting products in this video. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this look, go ahead and keep on watching. Alrighty, so to start off this 10-minute routine, I'm gonna go ahead and start with some primer. So this one that I have here, this is one of my favorites. This one is from Hard Candy. This is the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Milk Hydro Grip. This one lasts on my skin. It smooths out my skin and I can rely on this one every single time. Alright, so now that we have that primer on, it's nice and sticky, so our foundation will be able to grip to it. My favorite foundations are from Wet n Wild. My first one here being the Photo Focus foundation. I have this one in the shade Golden Beige. This foundation is only $5 and it fades beautifully, especially if you have oily skin. They do have a dewy version of this if you guys have drier skin, but this is my all-time favorite foundation. I have a video where I rank my foundations. I will have that linked in the iCards for you guys, but today I'm going to be going in with, unfortunately, a discontinued foundation. This is the Mega Cushion SPF 15 from Wet n Wild. This was awesome. I'm almost done with this. I found mine at the Dollar Tree. Unfortunately, they discontinued this, but this product is awesome. This is nice and lightweight, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use my sponge and dip into this foundation here. So when I was in high school, I was that girl that either I wore very lightweight makeup, like for example the look that I'm doing today, very lightweight, 10-minute, I was in a rush, or I woke up actually on time when my alarms went off and I would do a full face, you know, full wings, all the colorful eyeshadow, colorful lipstick, you know, full coverage foundation. I was that girl, and most of the times I was that girl that did the full coverage and the very colorful eye look. I rarely ever was the 10-minute girl. So leave a comment down below if you guys are still in school, if you guys prefer the lightweight route, or if you guys are the full coverage, full beat kind of girls. And obviously this video is lasting a lot longer than 10 minutes because I'm talking to you guys while I'm doing this, but this was my 10-minute in a rush makeup look. Alright, so I'm almost done finishing blending in that foundation, and make sure you are covering your eyes with this because today I am not doing any eyeshadow, so I want to make sure that my face obviously matches my eyelid color. So I'm just going to go over my eyelids as well to make sure that everything is matching and even, and I'm done blending that out. So now we're going to go ahead and move into concealer. This concealer I'm using today, this one is from Joah. This is the All Brushed Up Creamy Concealer, and I picked mine up at CVS, and this one has the little brush tip here on it. So I'm going to go ahead, squeeze a little bit out, and we're going to do some concealer. So I'm going to go underneath the eyes here, down the nose, a little bit on my eyelids, and then I'm going to go in with a second concealer. The second one I'm going in with is from Makeup Revolution. This is the Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer. I'm going to go in with this on my cheeks because I do have a lot of breakouts on my cheek area, and I want to make sure that's extra covered. In high school, I was that girl that was full beat because me covering my pimples and my imperfections was important to me back then. Obviously now, when I'm doing this 10-minute makeup, this is like I'm putting this on when I'm on my way to the grocery store, if I need to run a couple errands, or if I just want to feel put together. I will do this 10-minute look, and then me having my imperfections, my breakouts, it doesn't bother me as much. Obviously, I'm not in high school anymore, so those kind of things just don't bother me. In high school, that's like everything. You want to make sure that no one can see your pimples and your imperfections. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend this stuff out too. Alright, so now that we have that foundation and concealer on, so far so good. We need to set this because this is supposed to last us the entire school day or the entire day, you know, work day, whatever it may be. So my favorite powder at the moment, this is the Our Heart Revolution Peach Baking Powder, and I'm going to put this all over my face. I have an entire playlist of me ranking some of my makeup items, and I do have one on loose powder, so I will have that linked in the iCards for you guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and set my entire face with this, and we are not going to be stingy on the powder, especially if you have oily skin like myself. I need to make sure that this is going to last me all day. And it's okay if you look powdery because obviously we are going to set our face and that's going to go away and it'll melt in your skin. Alright, so the powder is all over my face. As you guys can see, I look like Casper the Ghost, and honestly I'm gonna let this sit here for a minute. So at this time when I was in school and I had everything baking, I would go ahead and I would do my hair. Obviously my hair was already done because I was filming the video, but I had, you know, a certain schedule. I had a certain routine that I was doing when I was in school. So right now as I'm baking, I would probably be doing my hair, putting it up in a ponytail, or I would be straightening it out, whatever it may be. So now that this has been sitting here, I'm gonna take the other end of my sponge. I've been using this side for my foundation, my concealer, and my powder. I'm gonna take this side and I'm going to spray it with a facial spray here. This one is from Spascriptions. This is the Glacier water and hyaluronic acid facial spray, and I'm gonna spray the end of this. That way I can press in all of this powder. All right, and we're just gonna dab, dab, dab and press this powder in because we need this to last us all day. And obviously I'm gearing this video towards back to school, but this is my, like I was saying before, if I'm running errands or if you're in a rush and you have to go to work, this is an awesome guide for just a 10-minute quick routine. So now that is all pressed into the skin, I'm gonna go in with the same facial spray and just douse my face in this for any leftover powdery look. Alright, just taking my fan and fanning myself to make this process go a little bit quicker, of course, because obviously we're in a rush, we're running late. So now I'm going to go ahead and take a fluffy brush and go in with some bronzer to put some color back into my face. And I'm just going to hit my cheekbones here, I'm going to hit my forehead, my chin. I'm going to hit everywhere because we look very ghostly right now. And this bronzer I just picked up from TJ Maxx. And the brand is Beauty Concepts. This is the Super Glow Bronzer. And if you have extra time, you can even take your bronzer with a fluffy brush and use this in your crease. And you can use that as part of your eyeshadow just to give your eyes a little bit of depth. But like I said, this is 10 minutes. Your girl is in a rush. So next step that we're moving on to is blush. My favorite one right now is Milani. This is their baked blush, and this is in the shade Luminoso. This is one of my favorites. I will have me ranking my blushes listed in the iCards for you guys right now. And I'm just going to put this all over my cheeks and a little bit on my nose. And I love a sheen in my blush, which is why this is one of my favorites. I'm very generous with the blush, as you guys can see, because this slowly starts to fade during the day. So blush is on, and now I'm going to go ahead and do my first coat of mascara. The mascara that I'm using right now is from Essence. This is the Lash Princess. This is one of my ultimate favorite mascaras, and this one is only $4.99 at Ulta, and you can use a coupon on it. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to quickly do our brows. And I do have a video on my channel of how I do my eyebrows. So first I'm just going to go in with an eyeliner and put some color in my brows. And then I'm going to spread that color in with a little bit of brow gel. This one is from Essence. And while that brow gel starts to set, I'm going to go ahead and pop in a little bit of inner corner highlight. This routine is all about timing. You need to know when you need to do certain things. Like I said, I had my routine down to the second, so I knew what I had to do in order for me to make the bus on time. And inner corner highlight is just one of my priorities. I feel so weird whenever I don't have inner corner highlight on. So now I'm going to go ahead with another second coat of mascara. I do a few coats of mascara during my routine because my eyelashes are the main focus. Like obviously I have no eyeshadow on, so I want to make sure that you're able to see my little baby eyelashes. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and finish up the brows. My favorite is to use a brow pomade. This one is from LA Girl. This is in the shade dark brown. Alright, so now that I have one eyebrow on, I'm going to go ahead and do the other one off camera. The next step, I'm going to go in with a setting spray that's going to last me all day. And it's one of my favorites. This is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. You can pick this up at literally any drugstore. This one smells delicious and it helps my makeup last all day. Any leftover powdery look that you may have, this will take away. And setting spray also helps intensify your highlighter. So I'm going to go ahead and spritz this all over my face, and then I'm going to go in with a highlight. Alright y'all, highlight is done. I just used this one here from Hard Candy. This is in my current project pan. I will have that video linked in the iCard if you guys want to go ahead and check that out. So pretty much my 10-minute makeup look is completely done. The last thing I want to do is curl my eyelashes and do one final coat of mascara. Now if I was in school and I was doing this 10-minute look and I was in a rush, I would just pack a lipstick, or I would already have one in my backpack and I would just put this on probably on the bus, or I would just skip the lipstick altogether. My favorite lipsticks in high school were from Maybelline. These are the Maybelline Color Sensational lipsticks. So if I'm going for a gloss, one of my favorite ones, this one is from Nyx. This is the Buttergloss, which is the one that I'm going to be wearing today, or I would be going with a full matte. This is just one that I randomly grabbed from my drawer. Alright, and that is the completed look for today. Super easy, super simple. I feel put together having this makeup on, and now I'm ready to go out the door. I wanted to show you guys the after of me filming a video. Yes, this mess is always here. That is my setup. I have a bin and a couple baking books, and obviously all this makeup is staying here until I get back home from work or from school. Wherever I'm going, this mess is staying here because you're rushing out the door. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that red button down below. Right next to it, there's a little bell that you can click on to get notified when I upload new videos. I usually upload beauty related content about once a week, and even though I did this 10-minute back to school, like running late for work kind of makeup look, you guys absolutely do not need to wear makeup to go out in public, to school. You know, that used to be one of my insecurities. I had to wear makeup to school every single day. I don't remember a day that I went to school without makeup, and that was just one of my insecurities. But you guys 100% do not need to wear makeup in order to go out in public. And it's just now, as I'm an adult, I've graduated high school over 5 years ago, and now I'm starting to be comfortable going out in public with no makeup. And you guys are gorgeous the way you are. You absolutely do not need makeup. So I hope you guys who are going back to school, you have a fantastic school year. Do your best, and I hope you guys are staying safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.